Track on. Okay. Okay, who needs more time for attendance? Okay. Yeah, I will send an announcement with some housekeeping items after this class. But some of you asked me about bonus point credit opportunity, which is to participate in research. So what it takes is for you to take a survey 3 times this week or next week. Sometime in the middle of the semester and at the end of the semester. And taking the survey will take 15 to 20 minutes, 20 minutes maximum. And that will give you 5% bonus credit. So if you are interested in participating in the study, then you can just click on the link. That link is under week 1. Click on the link and go through the survey. But don't do it right now because it will take time. Another one that I wanted to share was that there were 2 students who volunteered to do an internship with us. One student will work on social media for this class. Another student will work on teamwork, management, and things like that. But I want you to take a look at this form and see whether there's any activities or work that interests you. All right, so depending on your major and what you want to do in the future, this type of experience can help you to move forward. So think about that. But if you want to do it with credit, typically 1 credit of Workforce Ed 195, then you need to do it, you need to talk to me today or tomorrow because this week is add and drop period. And if we go on to next week, then there is no chance. Right? So explore it and let me know. And you are supposed to fill out this form, but yeah, you can take a look at it by using this QR code. And if this interests you, fill this out, and we will talk. And if you can follow up on this via email by sending me an email to me, that would be helpful because I may not take a look at it. So to make sure, if you can send me an email, that would be nice. Another one I would like you to do is to, for now, because we will be using this AI platform, would you click on this link and make sure that you can log in? So it's under Student Lounge. So click on this link. And then you will see this and click on Continue with Google and put in your Penn State ID and password. yeah, it will go through authenticator, and then if this doesn't work, just let me know. Oh, I need to change mic. This is noisy. Then what should I do? Holding this one. Let's see. Hello, can you hear me okay? Okay. And is there anyone who still needs to take attendance? Can I close it? All right. Okay, I'm finishing it. And then there are two, like there's a check-in question. And let's see. Okay, before we do this, this is a media release form. Okay. Before we do this, would you raise your hand if that the link didn't work? Livecraft, the AI platform didn't work. Everyone got in? Nice. Okay, great. And if you opted out of using AI platform, you don't have to do it, right? And this is open. Let's see. This is media release form. And let me start the question. So here, you can go into top hat and then just read through it. And video clips or photos can be captured throughout the class. And this will be used for mostly promotion purpose. So if you opt out, then we'll make sure not to capture yours. Or if you are captured for some reason, then we will hide your or what do you call it? Yeah, blur it or mosaic and so on. We'll see. And if you do not give consent, so this is a bit tricky, right? So because our discussions that will be happening in front will be captured live and it will be recorded. So, but if you don't give us consent, that requires some editing. So, but I'm not discouraging you to come to the front, even if you do not give us consent. We'll try, but it will be live. It will be live casted. So, if you are highly concerned of your privacy and so on, maybe not volunteering to come to the front may be a good idea, right? So, but that's something to keep in mind. And at the end of the class, toward the end of the class, there will be a checkout question that will ask you about your reflection or lessons learned and a question that you fill out. So before you go out, make sure to answer the checkout question. So I will make it available maybe 3 to 5 minutes before the class ends. Make sense? All right. So I'm waiting a bit more further. While we are waiting, do you have any questions about this class or syllabus or any part of this class?
It's actually like I'm not able to solve.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, can you click on join this cohort? Oh, oh, yeah. Please use your Penn State email to join. So Penn State email will only be eligible. to join the AI platform. Maybe, I don't know, but can you click on it again? Or you can maybe copy and paste, try to maybe right click and try to open maybe incognito mode and another, or use another browser. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. Other questions? Okay, cool. So can I close this, or I can leave it open? Just a moment. Yeah, I will add 6-second timer, and we'll see how it goes. Then now on to our topic for today. Yeah. Today, we will do hopefully a fun activity, learning about yourself and your peer through your stories. So maybe I can share my stories first, because I didn't do much of introduction of myself in the first class. So here, yeah, today's discussion will be around your stories, who you are, and also who I am. And by the way, do you remember the dream tree analogy? I shared that that's my identity. So when ChatGPT, I don't know, let's see, I think it was good. What was the first platform that allowed you to create images automatically? I forgot. It was part of ChatGPT. Now we don't really call it. Yeah, I forgot the term. But when that first came out, I asked that tool to create dream tree image. So that first AI created this image. So my role, this is my identity, but my role, I would say, is a farmer, or someone who waters the tree or sees those, and then take care of the plant to grow, so that dream fruits can be bared and harvested. So that's the image, and I intentionally put maybe children here. And today's plan, we already completed top hat check-in, and this is probably about me, a little bit about me. And then I will share my story with you. But while I share my stories, I want you to identify my strength. That's kind of a practice that you will be doing, because today you will be interviewing your peer using the same mechanism. All right? So we'll see how it goes. So finding strength through stories. So you will get to share your stories, and also you will listen to your peer stories, and then try to identify strength from those stories. And then we will debrief, and then there will be an exit question. So I'm associate professor in workforce education development program, and also professor in charge of the program. Our program has different degree programs at the PhD level. We have PhD degree, MS, MED, MPS, Master of Professional Studies in Organization Development and Change, and BS degree and a associate's degree as well. So I'm in charge of all those degree programs. And also I'm a master trainer of NCDS, National Career Development Association's facilitating career development curriculum. So I've been in the career development field for the maybe last 20 years or so. And the reason that I came to the US is to learn about career development, or also to be an expert in the field of career development, especially. And I have industry background. Maybe I shared last time that did I share that I work for a Korean company? Okay. So before coming to the US, I worked for LG, LG display that manufactures monitor screens and so on. And there, worked in management training team. So I developed programs for leaders and leader successors, and also initiated some organization change as well. And let's see. Before that, I served the military as an officer. I will get into that later. And I built different things, including theories and assessment tools and so on, that can help people to identify who they are, their strength, or that can guide their career development process. And yeah, I'm engaged in some academic work. I publish and also review others' work as well. These are some of the positions or experiences that I held. And 26 years of doing one thing, but this one, what I wanted to say was my mission statement. I don't know whether this one. This is my mission statement. So you will have your own mission statement this class. So this is mine. I inspire and facilitate individuals or organizations to develop and realize their dreams. And is there any Korean here? Okay, I had a mission statement in Korean in 1999. Yeah, that was a long time ago. 27 years ago, that was when I was in senior. At that time, my mission was I need to speak in Korean first and then translate. So 전 세계 젊은이들에게 꿈과 희망을 심어주고 그것을 실현시키는 방법을 제시해준다. That is, I instill hopes and dreams in youth all around the world, and present the ways to achieve them. Something like that. That was my mission at that time. But because I've been working with organizations, and also I noticed that the process of realizing dreams can be applied to organizations as well. So I've been expanding the career development process to the organizational level at the same time. How many of you are interested in starting a business or becoming a leader later on? Raise your hand. So remember that what you are going through can be applicable to you as a leader, and you will be shaping the organization's future when you grow up. And here we are talking about individuals' stories, but organizations also have their stories, their identity, and so on. So the difference between those two is whether you do it alone or with others, making consensus and so on. So there's a field existing that facilitates organizations grow and develop and so on. That's organization development. So I'm a professor in charge. I'm the professor in charge of the program that has also organization development and change program. So that maybe it's not highly popular compared to the management field, but we have a growing body of students. Every year we have more and more students these days. So if you are interested in this path, try to consider our program as well. What I'm going to share, I've been sharing can also be done by you as well. Like you will have your own version of mission statement. So Dream Tree. So I taught in Taiwan 2 years ago. So I had a Chinese version of this expression at that time. Yeah, I already talked about it. So these are some of my highlights, I would say.
This was when I served as a board member for NCDA. I came to the US to study career development, and there's a premier organization in the field of career development, which is called National Career Development Association. I started as a volunteer. Still, this was when I volunteered, but I became a board member and served on the board for 6 years. And I think this was about 10 years ago. And this was when I was in your age. When I was in college, I was kind of president of a student club, and I organized an activity or an event. I was speaking there. This was me in Morocco. I worked in Morocco as well after graduating from the PhD program here. And I organized an international conference there. So I was speaking in front of people. Here, this is an award I received from Franklin Covey Company. People in my generation knows about this company, and a very popular book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. How many of you heard of the name of the book? Okay, cool. All right, so I partially translate the book to Korean. I kind of proofread and updated the translation. So if you look at the Korean version of the book, you will see my name in the preface. But that's one part of the story. When I worked for LG Display, at the time, the name of the company was LG Philips LCD. And because of the initiatives that I took, organization change initiatives, my team got an international award from the company. So we were the first recipient as a Korean company or as a Korean group by the company. So this was the award ceremony. And this was when I was a graduate student in Korea, teaching youth about the Enneagram that you will be learning next week. Anyway, so these were some of my peak moments. There are some more pictures, but I think the AI omitted it. Here, another picture that I had in another version was a picture taken with a group of soldiers. So that's the story I will be telling you today. So here I want you to come up with a story that can depict your strength, but those stories can be should be something that gave you joy or sense of fulfillment. And so I want you to think of a story or time that gave you joy and fulfillment after you've taken a considerable, or after you've made considerable effort. So I suggest excluding getting to Penn State. So think about other experiences that you had other than entering a college. So can you think of an experience that gave you it can be almost a euphoric moment or extreme joy or highly rewarding feeling? Can you think of a moment that gave you that feeling? Right. Yeah. Can you? Okay. All right. So I'm going to share that with you. Yeah, it can be any part of your life. It can be from school, work, family, sport, and so on. And any small things can count. Let me go back. Okay, so this one is kind of a intro to finding strength, there are different ways. One way is to rely on kind of a test or assessments that you check among those options, and then it will tell you, oh, these are some of your strengths. So that's one way. Another way is through your stories. So that's what we are going to do. And I ask you to be a really good listener, right? So listen to me very carefully, and also listen to your peer when the time comes. All right. So listen to the story, and staying open and being non-judgmental is very important. So what we'll be doing in this class is that throughout the class we will keep non-judgmental stance. So because there are different values that you have, and no value is better or than the other, and no strength is not better than the other, or no strength is better than the other, and also the personality type is the same, right? So there are I share that the Enneagram has 9 different types. There's no superior type. All type is equal in terms of the value. Make sense? So let's be non-judgmental and map what you hear. So I want you to pull out a piece of paper, blank sheet of paper if you have. If you don't have any paper, I have some as well. Anyone need paper? Okay. Can someone help me with distributing? No, you. Can you help? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so on that paper, so I stopped at number 3. On the paper, I want you to draw a circle at the center. So draw a circle and put my name. You can just put Yoon or Dr. Yoon if you feel comfortable, either way. And then draw 3 branches like this, and put maybe let's put skills, and another one values, another one, the next one attitudes. And then what we will do, as you listen to my story, right, try to identify my values, attitudes, and skills as you hear, right? So the goal, so here like values, maybe humanistic, maybe, for example, and skills, I don't know, organizing and things like that. So the goal should be for you to identify more than 10 strengths from me, from my story. Okay, so try to identify as many strengths as possible. It's not because I have a lot of strength. It's because of the nature of this activity, and everyone has many strengths. All right, so do the same thing with your partner later. Make sense? All right. Okay, and I encourage you to ask follow-up questions. So while I ask, why I share my stories, try to ask follow-up questions. If certain things are not clear, or if you want to learn more about certain aspects, ask follow-up questions. Make sense? Right. And yeah, we will sort those strengths into 3 buckets like this. All right. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the template is this, but you drew those. Okay. So let me share my story. Stop sharing. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. So this is when I served as an officer, military officer in Korea. I was an artillery officer. In the first year, I worked at the let's say company level. Do you know the military structure? So company, and there's a, I forgot the below level. What's the level below company? If you are familiar with military structure. Establishment. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's different from Korean. I don't know. But company and then battalion. So battalion has had, in our case, 4 different companies. And then above it was, we were under a brigade that's above a battalion. So brigade, battalion, and then above brigade, it was division. Division, brigade, and battalion, and so on. And I was working in one of the companies, and I was a forward observer. You don't need to know about all those. But that was when I was second lieutenant. Is it second lieutenant? And then let's see. Then when the and I was supposed to be promoted to the next level. So and my predecessors were supposed to be discharged from the military. So I had to be ready for the next movement at the time. So I've been exploring my opportunities within the battalion and company. So mostly people advance to a battalion level. And because of my mission of helping people to achieve their dreams, I was thinking information and education officer work would be highly suitable for me, because what attracted me was that information education officer there had to provide character education program for soldiers. So something that I'm doing right now, right? So how to understand themselves, how to be better citizens, and so on. And that role also included broadcasting and things like that. So I started communicating with the predecessor. And I think I worked with him for about a month or so. But one day, the battalion commander, battalion leader, called me and asked me, yeah, he didn't call me Jun, but in Korean, it's Yoon Jung-이. So Lieutenant Yoon, would you work as a HR officer? I didn't expect that because I really wanted to work on this job. And at that time, the reason, also another reason, was that I was highly into psychological testing. So interestingly, at the division level, at that time we used CD or CD-ROM, and CD came to our company level as well, and that was a kind of series of assessment tools. But the company division level leader, there was a chaplain at the division level. He asked us to administer a certain assessment tool that will allow you to identify soldiers with suicidal symptoms. And that the assessment's theoretical background was something that I was familiar with. When I was a undergraduate student, I took counseling class and I presented on that specific topic. So I volunteered to administer the test at the company level, and I was able to identify soldiers with suicidal symptoms and some problematic ones. And one day, the division chaplain asked us to gather those people together. That was when I was preparing to become the battalion level person, and they took a marathon type group therapeutic counseling program from him. And 2 days passed, and they became totally different people. And one of those people mentioned that I feel like I had mint candy. So I feel highly refreshing, as if I had mint candy. So they had suicidal urges and they had negative thoughts about themselves, but they became totally different. So there was kind of a it was a pleasant, shocking moment for me, because oh, how could these people can change drastically? So I thought I need to learn about those, and I started to administer the assessment for more. And then that's one of the reasons that I tried to be the information education officer. In the original or official job description doesn't have any psychological counseling or giving therapy or assessment. But I thought that if I become that officer, maybe I can do something about it. Anyway, so that was my thought process. So the battalion leader, I told you that the battalion leader wanted me to be an HR officer at the battalion level. So because he told me, and considering the military culture, I cannot say no. But I shared, I've been preparing myself to be an information and education officer, but Commander, I will think about it and let you know. I thought very hard, and that took me days, and also I wanted to have a serious conversation with him to persuade him one more time. But just in case, sometimes he's away. So I wrote a letter, the handwritten letter. At the time, we didn't use computer much. So I wrote a letter saying how much I'm prepared to take this role, and if I take this role, what I will be doing, and so on. So I put together a letter and put it in an envelope. And he has a secretary. So usually before meeting him, I need to go through his secretary. So, and that was right before I was about to take a vacation. So because I thought I may not be able to see the battalion leader, I prepared later, and I shared I talked to the secretary, and fortunately he was there. The battalion leader was there. So because he was there, the letter was useless, right? So I just gave it to him, and thinking that he will just get rid of it and so on. So, and then I met with the leader, and he asked me, Officer Yoon, it's probably better for you to take HR officer role. After I explained all those again, so I said yes, okay, I will take it. All right, and then I went on to the vacation, and I came back after. So, but people were telling me that, oh, you are in trouble, and our leader is mad, and so on. So I was I was thinking something is wrong. So yeah. So and my thought was that my guess was maybe that letter went into his desk, because what happened was that there was secretary, but he also went to a vacation, and the substitute came in and saw a letter written to the battalion leader, and he just delivered the letter to the battalion leader, and so it was kind of it was considered as disobedience, because I said yes, and then from his mind, I'm just trying to persuade him again, and so anyway, so and I thought I'm in a big trouble, so I ran into his office and shared that apologized to him about this, and saying that this was a mistake and miscommunication or error. And so I said, I will take the HR officer role. But he said, no, 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 you should take information education officer role. Um, and he wanted to have a promise from me that to contribute to the battalion to prevent suicides from happening. So now, then after that, I became officially information education officer, and I learned from the division chaplain about how to deliver the group counseling techniques. And fortunately, the leader gave me the space and time to learn about all those. So I met with the division chaplain, and I also invited him to our battalion, and I created my own program, including his and also my Enneagram, and also created other activities like by contacting local rehab facility for occupation rehab programs, so that our soldiers can have experience with those people with disability, and have experience of having disability, and so on. So I created my own program and delivered it 3 times, and it got highly successful. And so it spread over to other battalions within the brigade. The most fulfilling moment that I had was when, around the time that I was about to be discharged, there was a event among, like, it was a maybe dinner event among officers and non-commissioned officers, and one of the soldiers that who worked with me approached me and shared, officer, because of you my life has changed. So yeah, that made my day. It's not just my day, that became the core kind of purpose of my existence. So that was a very, very strong, intense experience for me. So maybe that's my story. Any follow-up questions at the time? Uh, I think 23, 24. Yeah. Other questions? All right. I have more stories to tell, but because of time, yeah, we'll probably stop here. So raise your hand if you wrote 10 or more strength. So your mission was supposed to be 10 or more, right? So, okay, great. Can you share, let's see, some values? Let's start with values. What values did I exhibit? Helping people. Empathy, okay, empathy. Empathy could be a skill, but anyway. Honesty, okay, honesty, okay, yeah, it can be value. Inspiring people, okay, cool. Service. Determination, okay, cool. All right, enough. All right, so attitudes. What attitudes did I show? Respect for authority, and then yeah. Proactive. Yeah. Great. Curious. Okay, great. Yeah. Adapting. Strong will. Okay, great. Open-minded. Nice. And skills. Conversation. Okay, yeah, yes. Problem solving. Okay. Public peacemaker. Okay, peacemaker. Competent. Okay, competent. Yeah, okay, could be. Yeah, it can be a bit more specific. Competent in something. Okay, yeah, could be. Yeah. Attentive. All right. So to give you some more hint, because when you listen to stories, get into some specifics. Like for example, maybe active listening was maybe part of it, and program development, uh, assessment, administration, things like that. Those could be there as well when you listen to other stories. So now, are you ready to share your stories and also listen to other stories? So try to find your partner. This is a dyad activity. Two person become one team. So try to find partner, and I will give you 10 minutes for each. All right. So yeah, you can start that conversation. Okay, so this was for sorry. uh, uh, so then next turn. This was for round one with one person, and then we'll move on to the next person. So if you haven't finished the wrapped up the first one, try to wrap it up quickly, and then move on to the next person. Okay. So we'll give you another 10 minutes. Time's up. All right. Let me share my entire screen. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. I hope you enjoyed it. And then if you scribble some strength of your partner, maybe you may want to give that as a present to the person. So it's, so if you wish. And before we go into the checkout question through Top Hat, I have one announcement, which is, yeah, it's an assignment before next session, before Tuesday session, I want you to utilize the AI platform, go into the AI platform, and the very first module is about the Enneagram. So take the Enneagram test there, and then identify your type and record your type here. So this is a quiz format, ungraded. I think I may have said it incorrectly, but I think you should be able to add your number. And for some reason, if you opted out of using the AI platform, you may want to rely on this website. And there's also supplemental resource. So if you want to double check or triple check your Enneagram type, yeah, you may want to rely on this also in addition to the AI platform. So that should be done by Monday midnight, 11:59 p.m. All right. So it will only take 15 to 20 minutes. Right. So keep that in mind. And we will have a group activity, another group activity on Tuesday. So I will ask the same type of people to sit together in the same area. So you will get to meet with the same type of people next week and have some conversations. And then I will ask some of those people from each group to come to the front and share your discussions. All right. And then I will talk a little bit about their types and so on. So the entire week next week will be devoted to the Enneagram. And here, let me pull up the Top Hat here. Top Hat. Today, continue presentation. It's my first time using it, so should I click end? Just a moment, end. Uh-oh. Present again and start. Okay. Next, media. Well, we are done with media. Okay. Is it open? Okay, so please go ahead and type in your answers. Stop sharing. Oh, yeah. Not working on your phone?